Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol POTN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like you this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Very nice movement today, although things are looking a little bit sketchy because, yeah, you got to give credit where credit's due. The price made a really nice move, and then there was that pretty big pullback today. So it's just kind of a situation where, is this chart actually bullish, or is this pullback a little bit too far? And, kind of what's going on with that. So what I want to focus on is a single line, and this is going to help us kind of dictate, and try to, assign some definitions to some vocabulary going forward in terms of, is this chart bullish or bearish? So let's look at one possibility, and that is, tomorrow, and I'm not saying this will happen, but, just looking at a couple different instances, the price comes down to 28, breaks below it, and then continues to separate to the downside. What would you have in this situation? Well, you'd literally have the price right back inside of this range that it just broke out of. Not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that go back to where they were, not exactly a sign of true strength. And in that situation, this would essentially have been a pump and dump where the price made a really nice move, which nobody's going to deny. Today, the price made a great move. But then all of a sudden, the price is back to where it started. And that, by definition, is what a pump and dump is. Great move up, and then all of a sudden, the price is back to where it all started. So that's what 28 cents kind of represents from that point of view. Now, on the flip side of things, what happens if what actually already happened today happens a few more times where the price bounces off that level? So it comes down to 28, does something like this, and then begins to work its way back upwards. What would you have in this situation? Well, you'd have, in this case, a set of lows here. You'd have these lows down here. If you picture each of these as stair steps, well, hey, now you have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And in that, set of circumstances, the overall chart remains bullish. Now, of course, you'd have to care about more so the big picture. I get it. If you're a day trader and you bought up there, then you don't care about these stair steps. So I'm certainly making these comments based on more so the grand scheme of things perspective. But yeah, that's why 28 cents is so important, because it's going to kind of tell you, well, is the chart going back to where it was, or is the chart actually making progress forward? And 28 cents makes mapping out both those areas quite straightforward and very black and white. So we'll see what happens with this one tomorrow, and yeah, let's see how the price ultimately reacts around that 28 cent mark to close out the week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.